Previously on Sacred Edge Gaming. Your everyday generic gaming nerd has finally arrived at Akihabara for his 100 sub something special, or whatever it is. Whatever. The thing is, he's just pretty much doing exactly what he did. Doing stupid shit, whatever he's doing, and pretty much screwing around in Akihabara, doing things and whatever. Meanwhile, at the part 1.5, he met up with a friend known as Sekai Kagutsuchi. Finally said it right. They went and searched for his waifu from Love Ru series, so that's pretty much that. Will this be the final episode for the Akihabara special? Let's find out today! Your everyday gaming nerd has arrived. Sacred Edge is here and I am here again for the part 2 special of Akihabara special. Anyway, thank you so much for watching the part 1.5 or the part 1 of the series. But hey, at least you pretty much gotta have to enjoy for this long trip, because this is gonna be another one of those things that I have to go and check whatever area, but yeah. Hope you bought yourself a juice and a food, because this is gonna be a wild ride. So yeah, let's do this. As you can all see, this is Asus. This store is Asus, yeah. And I have no idea what kind of brand else it is. From what I think of this is the graphic card based on GeForce GTX 970 and 980. And that's all I know, because I am no PC geek or whatever. I think some of my friends in Philippines has a lot of knowledge from those kind of things, from what my perspective is. So yeah, that's pretty much all I know. Dospara is a gaming store, so you can buy a lot of gaming peripherals there, even a bunch of gaming PC stuff, even laptop as well. Too bad that I don't have enough cash to buy one, so let's just save instead. Yeah, this store right here is just a store. I have to be completely obvious with that, but to be perfectly honest, there's one thing that I like to show you something. This one, you can see this kind of stuff right here. And then the most interesting thing I see inside of this store is that laptop is really cheap. You can buy laptop for like 3,000 yen, like 10,000 yen, or 10,500 yen, or 20,000 yen. It's really cheap compared to the actual one, which is 100,000 yen, which is far too expensive. But I had to tell you guys that this is actually really cheap, but that depends on your specs, that is. But that depends on your specs. You cannot run anything bigger like Dota 2 or whatever, but you can run League of Legends there, yeah. But that depends on your specs. But you can always find it as well. So if you manage to find this kind of stuff, go and buy it. Feel free to do it. From the opposite part of the area, I think it passes through by the kebab shop, you can find other interesting stuff here, such as anime print shirt or neat t-shirts or anything that has words on it. I kinda like the neat, you know, it's kinda neat. Get it? Neat? Okay, I killed myself. Anyway, moving on. In this area, you can buy a lot of good stuff here, such as portable DVDs, laptops, cell phones, or 3DS or PS Vita. But for some odd reason, you just have to be more careful, okay? If you're gonna buy something in here, just be careful. Just had to check it if the item is still working, and make sure that the item is still working, okay? I have one question for all of you. Where on earth did they get all this kind of stuff? I mean, come on guys. You know please tell me I'm not the only one who noticed this. Come on. Tell me guys, please. Are these stolen? I don't know. Come on guys, tell me something, please. Can someone please tell me who owned this item? Like, how on earth did they get it? Like, even if I said this thing, either if you bought it broken or something, it's still cheap. Everything here is too cheap. You can buy everything here, but I just can't help but wondering. I just hope that you guys are having a good time buying whatever new item you can see in this kind of store, in a good price that is. But just be careful on what you buy, okay? Make sure the item you're trying to find is still working, and I think I said that 3 times or whatever, but hey, just be careful, okay? Okay, moving on. Anyway, I think a while ago is pretty messy back then. Sorry about that. Anyway, we're moving forward on whatever store we had to go for now. So yeah, let's go to the next store, shall we? If you ever want to go to the kebab shop, I highly recommend you the one I'm seeing right now. It's my favorite store, so yeah. I really love kebab, okay? Okay? Good. This toy store right here is the one that you can find at the front of the kebab shop that I showed you. So yeah. Anyway, this toy store is something that I wanted to buy something for some odd reason. I know I showed you a lot of figurine stuff that I've always seen in my last video, or even the last video or something, I don't know. But to tell you guys the truth, I've always wanted to be a toy reviewer. Even if I tried to tell you that, I'm pretty much sure that you're not gonna give a damn about it. Anyway, okay, never mind. Okay, in this toy store, you'll find something that you anime fans that you really wanted to love, that you literally going to love. This area, you can buy a lot of anime goods, or any of the Power Rangers, Super Sentai, Kamen Rider, Ultraman, or whatever it means, it's still there. Mecha anime, or any of the anime you love. Even all these figurines are also there as well, as a vintage ones. But you can always buy the used one. The used one is pretty convenient if you don't want to buy alongside with the box. You can always buy one in the plastic form, which is a lot cheaper, that is. But the only thing is that some figurines are really ridiculously expensive. Some of them are extremely cheap, but some of them are really expensive as hell. Even I've tried to tell you this, but a lot of them are really ridiculously expensive. Even toys nowadays, even for an oldest toys, it's really ridiculously expensive. At the end of the day, some toys are really lovely and some toys are really cool. Sometimes it's the thing that I wanted to do, and it's the thing that I want. And I wanted to buy a lot of toys just to become a goddamn toy reviewer sometimes. And yeah, a lot of good toys are coming soon, and I really wanted to buy something in the future. So yeah, that is how I've always wanted to be a toy reviewer. So in this toy, you can buy anything about this. So if you got a good cash, that is. Anyway, if you got a good cash, I highly recommend you to get a toy like this, cause it's a good toy. Yeah. Some figurines are known as the SH Figure Arts, Figma, or Nendoroid, or Revoltech series, most of those kind of figures. Sometimes you can buy like Gunpla series or the deluxe toy counterparts, which you can see from Kamen Rider or Super Sentai or Power Rangers, even though most of them are pretty cool. And I just hope that you guys manage to go in the most Japanese store, or at least in eBay and Amazon. You can mostly find those at store or something, if you can find one, that is. And the thing is, if you wanted to collect something, just do it with your heart. Follow your heart content, and you had to find something really interesting in this store. It's like you're being a child, but you managed to pay bills and stuff. I just hope that you can buy your favorite figures here, even for me, that is. It's been a long time since I bought my last figurine. I think my last figurine is Yu-Gi-Moto from Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is in Figma line, and I love Figma and both SH Figure Art as well. But the best thing is that I've got most of my figurines at the cheapest price ever, so which is pretty awesome, that is. Sometimes Japanese superheroes are more interesting to watch than watching anime nowadays. Maybe because I'm really got used to cheesy stuff like posing like a complete idiot and then with a pair of spandex suit, and sometimes I just found it really interesting. And that's the main reason why I pretty much wanted to buy most of the Japanese kids toys from kids shows, than watching anime. Maybe because I found it really astounding and mostly interesting, because kids shows are awesome. That's pretty much all I have to say for this kind of game. Especially giant robots. I mean, am I the only one who loves giant robots fighting each other? Maybe I'm just the only one to it, seriously. Maybe mecha anime is my thing, and giant robot fighting each other is my pretty much of a cup of tea. Ah, Nendoroid. This is actually one of the most interesting figurines that I saw lately. I think it's because it's chibi, despite for not having a pretty nice articulation of the figure. It has its own cutesy side. For its ugu kawaii small figurine-ish smidget thingamaginger, it has its own unique things that it has. Despite for being a smaller figurine and it has one of the limited articulation, this figurine right here is actually pretty nice. Despite for having several problems with it, such as articulation, but articulation is not that half bad if you are good at it, that is. But for me, it's alright. The figurine of the Nendoroid is absolutely one of the most interesting things that I saw. And as for Figma, it's a different story. It's like SH Figure Arts, but less in articulation. But it's not that the articulation is not that bad in Figma part, but at least the SH Figure Art, it has more focus on superheroes or Japanese superheroes and stuff like those. But in the Figma, they mostly focus on anime characters. But at least they got it better than most of the anime characters that they release in the SH Figure Art fashion. But too bad that the Figma is pretty better on anime-based figurines. Well, that's all I can say about it, but I'd hope that you guys enjoy in this particular area in this toy store because, yeah, that's all I can say, I guess. Now, moving on to the next area, shall we? This shop right here is Animex Cafe. Well, it's more like a maid cafe but with Animex stuff on it. You can buy food and drinks there, even watch anime there, or any of the lives inside. That's pretty much it, I guess. But hey, I wish that I could go inside and eat something once I get back and pretty much go get a record and stuff there. Retro Game Camp. This is the retro game store that I usually go there every time I went to Akihabara. Most of my cousins always ask me the same question. Hey Edge, mind if you get me a Nintendo 64 games in Akihabara, please? Well, the answer is yes. I said yes. So, wanna know what's inside in this retro game store? I'll tell ya. This inside has a lot of them. All of the games inside of the retro game camps game store, it's everything. They got everything from the old Nintendo console, the old PlayStation 1, which is the original PlayStation 1, even the Neo Geo. The Neo Geo one is absolutely one of the most treasured console of all time. You can buy mostly old PSP games or mostly old NES, Super Nintendos, Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo, Wii, PS2, PlayStation 1, anything, even everything. Even the Sega Genesis, mostly Nintendo's first console, which is the Atari Pong game, or I don't know. Nintendo did make a Pong game back in the days, so yeah. And then the best thing of all time that I've always wanted to do, just like what they always do, reviewing an old game. I've always wanted to review such games, just like how I inspired Angry Video Game Nerd for that. And as for this, you'll see a lot of them in the internet. But as for this game, if you want to collect any of the retro game store here, please, with all means, go in this area, which is the retro game camp. There are two types of it, the one here and the other side over there, which is near the end of the Akihabara trip. And the thing is, if you really live in nostalgia and you want all good games to relive all the good games back in the 90s or 80s, whatever, I highly recommend you to go to Retro Game Camp. It's a really nice gaming console, and I hope that you could buy your very own retro game console at a nice price, to be honest. The plastic is pretty cheap, you can buy it cheap, and yeah, it's a pretty nostalgic trip every time I went inside of that store. I know a lot of people don't want to buy any of the retro game consoles there because of one obvious thing: emulators. Because let's be honest here, some of the retro game consoles are pretty expensive even of today. Some of them are really cheap, you can buy it on most second-hand store in Japan or even in America. I don't know what kind of used game shop name is that, but yeah. But most of them pretty much rather play their favorite games on the go, such as playing it on their iPhone or Android phone by playing as an emulator, because that's the only thing they can. Please guys, try and support your favorite company by buying the legit item, because it really sucks, really. Piracy sucks, you know. Yeah. At the end of the day, I know a lot of people will probably won't give a damn about what I just said, because convenience. Cheap and it's free. And I know a lot of people gonna say, what's the use of buying stuff when you can actually get it for free? Use your brain, guys! Seriously! But yeah, it's really sad that people rather have the same mindset as the others. Let's be honest with that. But hey, it's up to you whether you support it or not, because all I had to say is just support your favorite company by buying legit stuff, okay? Not just Steam, okay? Not just buying Steam wallet and stuff. Just buy something physical for remembrance and stuff, because we all been through here in our childhood by buying our favorite game back in childhood, right? This side right here is another retro game shop, but more smaller. This is the small branch that I saw a lot of things every time I went to the toy store at the other side of the store. But here is a bit smaller, but at least it's just like the same as the other one. But there is one console that I wanted, which is just like, but it can use all your game software that you can play, such as from family computer up to the Super Nintendo, even for Sega Genesis to whatever, even PC Engine. Oh yeah, I have to tell you, PC Engine is also available here as well. There's also a used PS2 there, which is a bit cheaper, but I heard the slim PS2 Slim one gets easily broken easier. But at least in this area it's nothing special really. It's just the same as the other retro game camp that I let you show a while ago. Yeah, all I wanted to say is in the other side of the camp. So yeah, I had to say it because it's still the same as the others. Just like I said in the previous part of the area, which is the first retro game camp that I mentioned, just like what I said, it's still the same exact game, but the same exact store, but oh man, I'm getting really obvious here right now, so yeah. And as I told you, this area is filled with retro game stuff, and that's pretty much what I just said a while ago. And even if I had to tell you this, it's actually, I just can't shut up about retro games. It's really that good. It's really nostalgia for me to understand what really retro game is that most people always wanted to collect. Just like I do. I've always wanted to collect one in my entire life. Yeah. And here we are, we're almost at the end of the video, so I better make things interesting, just like I wanted to say. So let's move on to the other side of the area, shall we? This is Don Quixote. It's pretty much a store, but we can buy a lot of stuff there, such as clothes, toys, or anything inside of that store. But did you know at the top of that tower is known as one of the where the AKB48 girls are? AKB48 is an idol group that pretty much known for a long time from what I understand, and because of their fame they pretty much start making other groups as well, such as the SKE, MNL or whatever, and especially the other one in the Philippines one, which is the Manila 48, which is the upcoming group in the Philippine branch. So yeah, in this floor, you can see a lot of anime-based goods, such as most of the anime t-shirts from One Piece, even Monster Inc. or any of the Disney movies. Oh, I forgot, there's also a Sword Art's online t-shirt here. Yeah. Later at that time, you can see a lot of interesting t-shirts, such as Ultraman, Kamen Rider, most of those kind of t-shirts. And I really wish that I could buy one for myself. I really wish I could. And the other side of the area, you can mostly buy most of the t-shirts, such as that RPG-ish humor one or anything inside of that store. And I really hope I could get one for you guys. And the other part of the area, just like what I just told you, you'll see a lot of anime themed t-shirts. Lots of them. Okay, let's go move on, shall we? There's a lot of cosplay goods as well. Well, there's a preset cosplays, but I just hope that we could actually see one in action. Even if I try to wear one, that is. Most of people actually bought this kind of clothes right there. But a lot of people rather buy a lot of anime themed t-shirts and hats, such as the Arare hat that you saw a while ago. And I just hope that we could probably get one someday. I could really wish to get one. How many times I get yeah. Alright guys, it's time for the finale. Now, it's almost time for me to end this video. Before I end this video, I have something to tell you guys. Me, I personally got 151 plus something subscribers in my main channel alone. It's all thanks to you, my friend, my supporters, my friends, my whatever. I just hope that you enjoy this video just for you. Again, thank you very much for 151 something special subscribers in this channel. We are at 151. Wait, how many subscribers I got? 162, whatever. And sometimes I'm really happy. I don't know how to repay such things that you guys supported, giving me support for this kind of thing. I just hope that you guys are enjoying this video. And I'm really worried that you guys are not enjoying this. And that will make me sad. Again, thank you very much for your support. I just hope that I could see you again in the next video. And here's my final vow. Someday at the Sea of Stars, I see you guys next time on the next Sacred Edge videos. Until next time everyone, take care and thank you.